Hey guys, today I'm talking about George Orwell's 1984, a dystopian classic that paints a terrifying picture of government control and the manipulation of the truth. And as we go through it, I want to connect this with a part of history much closer to home, Bangladesh, from its birth in 1971 through its political landscape to up to 2024. Let's dive into it. Alright, so what's the 1984 about? It's set in a future where the government, called the party, controls everything. They watch everyone through these telescreens, and Big Brother, who may or may not be real, is always watching. The main character of this book is Winston Smith, who works for the party, rewriting his story, but he secretly hates it. He starts to rebel, fall in love with Julia, and they think they can fight the system. But guess what? They get caught, tortured, and brainwashed. By the end, Winston is broken and end up loving Big Brother. The very thing is, he was trying to escape. Now, let's bring this closer to Bangladesh. Since our liberation war in 1971, we have seen political shifts, and it's time the government in power had its own version of the country's history. Just like in 1984, where the party rewrites the past to fit their agenda, different political leaders in Bangladesh have sometimes tried to control how we remember events, depending on who's in charge. And after independence, we were very hopeful, but things got messy: assassination, military rule, and constant changes in leadership. Some of our history textbooks were even changed to push certain narratives. This reminds me of how in 1984 the party makes sure only people only know the truth they want to tell. One of the biggest takeaway from the book 1984 is how dangerous it is when a government has too much control over its people. In Bangladesh, we have also seen times where freedom of speech has restricted, and certain version of history were promoted more than others. It shows us that when the truth is controlled, people lose their sense of reality. And another theme is surveillance. In 1984, Big Brother is always watching. But in today, especially with the technology, we are more monitored than ever. In Bangladesh, the rise of online surveillance and law that restricts what you can say online reminds us that we should always be cautious about who's watching and what freedom we're giving up. And finally, the book shows the danger of controlling what people believe in. In the book 1984, the party changes facts, and people are forced to accept them as truth. In Bangladesh political history, we have seen similar attempt to rewrite history, especially when government try to control the narratives. It's wanting to stay aware and always question what we are told. So how do we avoid a war like the book 1984? What we should do? First of all, stay informed. Make sure you are getting your news and information from a variety of sources. Don't rely on just one side of the story. And second of all is speak up when you are seeing something wrong. In the book 1984, people stay quiet out of fear, but in reality, we should use our voice when we see injustice, corruptions, and misinformation. And third of all is protect your privacy. Be aware of how much of your personal life you're sharing online. The world of surveillance privacy is freedom. Now, what not to do? First of all, don't blindly follow everything you are told. It's easy to accept the official version of event, but in today's world, it's important to question and think creatively. Secondly, don't give up your rights to the illusion of security. In the book 1984, people gave up freedom in exchange of safety, but what they got was total control over their lives. And thirdly, don't stay silent out of fear. Fear of speaking out is what allows powerful system to stay unchallenged. In Bangladesh, we have seen periods where speaking out could be dangerous, but it's crucial that we keep pushing for our rights and freedoms. In conclusion, 1984, the book, isn't just a book. It's a writing about what happens when public in power control the truth and take away our freedom. If we look at Bangladesh's journey from 1971 to still now, we see moments where those in power have tried to control the narratives. It's it's up to us to stay informed, speak out, and protect our freedom. And that's for today. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep reading. Till next, bye bye.